Hello, Fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2016, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, in the context of love, it really is all about that eclipse happening mid-month. There is a lunar eclipse taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with flirtation, and it has to do with heart connections. You add to this the fact that we are going to have, as we move towards the later part of the month, Venus entering your sign. This is very much a blessing. This is very much feeling the love and allowing love to come to you. And this can actually be really refreshing after spending so much of the year so far with Mars in your sign, which is very much an energy that asks you to push, asks you to go, tells you to be proactive, tells you to go out there and get what you want and fight for it. And then you get Venus in your sign as we move towards the later part of this month, and Venus says, just be, attract, allow it to show up for you, allow it to come. Know that you are worthy, and that is enough to have whatever it is that you desire, and of course that means in love as well. So two very powerful things taking place here. So first, let's start with the eclipse. The eclipse is happening mid-month. And as I said, heart-based connections, it has to do with flirting as well. So if you're open to meeting someone new, that particular eclipse taking place does suggest a powerful flirtation, some strong feelings, strong emotions showing up for you. Now, what you want to do with it, it's always completely up to you, right? How you want to deal with it. But ultimately what this says is it's very possible that in one very quick moment you feel very awake. That can happen with this given energy, especially on a physical level, feeling very awake. And you add to this Venus in your sign later in the month, and that is just really great for allowing love to find you. You'll be able to that much more readily see and appreciate your own beauty, and people will be affirming that to you as well. As we move towards the later part of the month, certainly a really great time to make sure that you are doing things, that you're out and about, that you're interacting with others, a really great way to allow love to find you. Now, if you are in an established bond, this particular eclipse does speak to the eclipse taking place mid-month. It does speak to wanting or being aware of the desire to keep a certain connection, to keep it rekindled, if you will, for lack of a better way of putting it. But this to me says that there's going to be a very strong desire on your part to want to maintain some type of, to want to experience some type of physical connection and that time, and making sure that you have that time with your spouse. And wherever it is that chemistry might have not been completely flowing, going together, this is where a very spontaneous moment could come up that allows that to come forward. Now, for a small percentage of you out there, a very small percentage, I gotta say, if there's been any kind of, self-esteem issues or anything that's been getting in the way of truly allowing that connection to continue with your partner, this is going to bring that out into the open. This is going to allow you to look at that, address that, and heal that. And with Venus entering your sign, absolutely you will be able to not only heal it, but also if you desire to, you can move beyond it as well. Ultimately, Venus moving into your sign says enjoy your life and trust that there is love in the world for you. That feeling, that knowing, that faith will become that much more easier to access as we move towards the later part of the month. And as you access that very knowing, you can't help but see that love certainly is available to you.